What if you could cheat and learn words, phrases, and grammar 2 times faster? You'll learn how to do just that with our exclusive PDF cheat sheets. But first, if you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. First, so what are cheat sheets? With our learning program, you learn the language with conversation-based lessons that you can just listen to or watch and get everything explained and start speaking those very same dialogues. And as a bonus, you also get PDF cheat sheets as supplementary material for the lessons. These cheat sheets cover must-know topics like weather, your hobbies, daily routine, and much more. There are over 30 cheat sheets inside, and you'll find them inside our program, so they're not available anywhere else. Inside each cheat sheet, you get the words, phrases, and sentence patterns related to the topic that you can quickly review whenever you have a minute or two. So that's how the cheat sheets work. Now, how can you learn faster with these cheat sheets? Just download a cheat sheet, print it, keep it nearby, and glance through as much as possible. Not for hours a day, but just a few minutes throughout the day. It's as simple as that. If you can follow these simple steps and do this daily, you'll actually learn faster. Faster than if you were to sit down and memorize for hours a day. You'll know all of the words and phrases in and out, simply because you've seen them enough times. Language learning is all about repeated exposure. The more you're exposed to the language, the better you'll remember it. And the cheat sheets give you that quick exposure to the words, phrases, and grammar patterns. You can always save the PDFs to your device, but having physical cheat sheets will speed up your progress. It's just easier to pick one up and glance through. Plus, you can write on them for extra practice. Otherwise, if you keep the PDFs on your device, chances are you'll barely use them and forget about them. How can you get access to our PDF cheat sheets? If you're a member, you already have access. If not, just click the link in the description and sign up for a free lifetime account to get our learning program and these bonus cheat sheets. Once you've signed up and logged in, come back to the special PDF lessons page. The PDFs will now be available for instant download, and that's it. So, if you want to learn the language and get access to these learning tools and our learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. Hi everyone! In this lesson, you'll practice your listening skills with one classic story told in 3 surprising ways. Listen carefully and tell us which version you prefer. Let's begin!
Il ragazzo che gridava al lupo 2.0. Disattivazione notifiche. Un giovane pastore viveva in un piccolo villaggio. Ogni giorno sorvegliava le pecore su una collina con il suo fedele cane robot. Un pomeriggio, annoiato, scrisse nella chat del paese: «Al lupo! Aiuto!» Subito i droni ronzarono in cielo e il servizio locale per gli animali salì in collina, ma trovarono solo il ragazzo con un ampio sorriso. Il giorno dopo lo fece di nuovo. «Al lupo! Aiuto!» Questa volta gli abitanti guardarono le telecamere in diretta. Nessun lupo, solo lo stesso ragazzo che rideva al telefono. All'improvviso il suo schermo mostrò una notifica. @pastore 2025 è stato rimosso dalla chat. Sospirò. Niente più scherzi. Poi, con la coda dell'occhio, vide un movimento tra gli alberi. Un'ombra. Un ringhio. Il lupo entrò nella radura. Con le mani tremanti digitò: «Al lupo! Aiuto! Per favore!» Ma non c'era più nessuna chat, né droni né risposta. Se ne pentì davvero.
Now, here's a different take on the same story. Listen closely to see how it changes.
Il ragazzo che gridava al lupo 2.0. Urla sponsorizzate. Un giovane ragazzo viveva in un piccolo villaggio. Ogni giorno sorvegliava le pecore su una collina con il suo fedele cane robot. Un pomeriggio mandò un messaggio al villaggio. «Al lupo! Aiuto! Gli abitanti del villaggio corsero, ma non c'era nulla. Gli abitanti del villaggio erano arrabbiati. Bugiardo, disse il sindaco. Il ragazzo sembrava triste. Una settimana dopo inviò un video. Mostrava un grande lupo dagli occhi ardenti. Al lupo! Gridò. Gli abitanti del villaggio arrivarono correndo. Il sindaco si scusò. Comprarono nuove recinzioni, allarmi e localizzatori di pecore. Ogni scatola diceva Wolf Secure. Il ragazzo controllò il suo telefono. Pagamento da Wolf Secure, $10.000. Salì sulla sua nuova raggiante Jeep. La targa diceva Cry Wolf. Il sindaco disse: «È un bravo ragazzo». Il ragazzo sorrise, salutò con la mano e partì.
And now, the final version. See how this one takes the story in a new direction.
Il ragazzo che gridava al lupo 2.0, dalla solitudine all'ascolto. Un giovane pastore viveva in un piccolo villaggio. Ogni giorno si prendeva cura delle sue pecore su una collina con il suo fedele cane robot. Un pomeriggio, annoiato, scrisse nella chat del paese: «Al lupo! Aiuto!» Gli abitanti del villaggio corsero, ma il lupo non c'era, solo il ragazzo che sorrideva. Gli abitanti del villaggio erano arrabbiati. «Non farci perdere tempo!» gridarono. Il giovane pastore rimase di nuovo da solo. Più in là, quella settimana, Mira salì sulla collina. Si sedette e non disse nulla. Dopo un po' il ragazzo disse: «Ero così solo». Lei disse: «Capisco, forse ci sono altri come te. Dovresti connetterti». Finirono il pranzo e lei se ne andò. Il ragazzo pensò: «Altri come me». Poi balzò in piedi e iniziò a programmare. Wolf Chat per pastori. Crebbe in fretta. Molti pastori si unirono. Condividevano storie, battute e soprattutto avvisi. Qualcuno cominciò a tracciare i lupi con droni e sensori. Un giorno, Wolf Secure, il leader nella sicurezza contro i lupi, acquistò la licenza dei loro dati. Adesso il giovane pastore sorride di più, parla in villaggio ed è felice. Non ha mai più gridato «Al lupo!».
Great listening! Which version did you prefer and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Trying to learn Italian but still can't speak? That's because you're missing one of 3 crucial steps. These are 3 steps to mastering and speaking Italian with confidence. And that's how you learn at Italian Pod 101. You learn with quick conversation lessons by real teachers. You get to practice what you've learned, and you get tested for total mastery. So sign up for your free lifetime account at Italian Pod 101. Click the link in the description.
Do you know how to ask someone to do something in Italian? You'll learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Felice, and this is 3-Step Italian by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you learn how to ask someone to do something through a quick conversation. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they ask about the topic and how the other person responds. Nonna, insegnami a cucinare! Va bene, facciamo una parmigiana. Per prima cosa, metti un po' d'olio nella padella. Fatto! Lava le melanzane. Ok. Aspetta un attimo. Quelle non sono melanzane. Let's hear it with the English translation.
Nonna, insegnami a cucinare. Grandma, teach me how to cook. Va bene, facciamo una parmigiana. Per prima cosa, metti un po' d'olio nella padella. All right, let's make a parmigiana. First, put a little oil in the pan. Fatto! Done! The next sentence is the one we'll focus on. Let's take a closer look and break it down into its parts. Lava le melanzane. Wash the eggplants. First is the verb lava, which is the informal command form of lavare, meaning wash. Lava. Lava. Next is the article le, meaning the, in the feminine plural form le. Le. After this is the noun melanzane, meaning eggplants. Melanzane. Melanzane. All together, it's lava le melanzane. Wash the eggplants. Lava le melanzane. Ok. Aspetta un attimo. Quelle non sono melanzane. Wait a minute. Those aren't eggplants. Let's look at the sentence pattern. This pattern is the structure that all of our example will follow. Imperative verb plus complement. Let's look at the elements in this pattern. First is the verb in the imperative form. Next is the complement, which in our sentences is the object, the thing that receives the action. This might be a noun or a noun phrase, and it often includes an article, such as il, the masculine singular, la, the feminine singular, or le, the feminine plural. Let's see how a line from the dialogue follows this pattern. Lava le melanzane. Wash the eggplants. First is the verb lava, which is the informal imperative form of the verb lavare, meaning to wash. To form the imperative for regular are verbs like lavare, when speaking to one person informally, the to form, you remove the are ending from the infinitive and add a. So, lavare becomes lava. This form is used to give a direct instruction or request, such as telling someone to wash something. Next is the article le, which is the definitive article meaning the. It's used here in its feminine plural form because it refers to melanzane, a feminine plural noun. Then we have the noun melanzane, meaning eggplants. This is the object of the verb, the thing being washed. So it functions as the complement in the sentence. Altogether, it's lava le melanzane. Wash the eggplants. Lava le melanzane. This sentence is a clear example of the imperative verb plus complement pattern. In Italian, the imperative is used to give commands, instruction, or make a request. When speaking informally to one person, regular verbs change their endings depending on their conjugation group. Verbs ending in are, like parlare, to speak, take the ending a in the informal to form, parla, speak. Verbs ending in ere, like scrivere, to write, and those ending in ire, like dormire, to sleep, both take the ending i. Scrivi, write. Dormi, sleep. Now you can use this structure to give simple instruction or request when speaking informally in Italian. The informal negative imperative in Italian has a special rule, especially when you are talking to tu, you, singular informal. Here's how it works. For tu, you, informal, the negative imperative is formed using non plus infinitive of the verb. So, instead of conjugating the verb, you leave it in the infinitive form after non. Examples. Non parlare. Don't speak. Non mangiare. Don't eat. Non aprire la finestra. Don't open the window. Even though these are commands, the verbs stay in their dictionary form. Now, let's look at some speaking examples. Mettilo nella borsa. Put it in the bag. Can you see how the pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Here, mettilo is the imperative verb with the direct object pronoun attached. Metti is the imperative form of the verb mettere, meaning put. Lo is the pronoun it, attached directly to the verb. So we have the full command mettilo, meaning put it. Next is the prepositional phrase nella borsa, which acts as the complement. Nella is the contraction of in plus la, meaning in the, for a feminine singular noun. Borsa means bag. So, mettilo nella borsa follows the pattern imperative verb plus complement perfectly. It gives a clear command specifying what to do and where. Altogether, it's mettilo nella borsa. Put it in the bag. Here's another example. Scrivi il messaggio nel libro. Write the message in the book. Scrivi il messaggio nel libro. Write the message in the book. Let's try one more. Leggi il testo adesso. Read the text now. Leggi il testo adesso. Read the text now. Another one. Metti i bicchieri sul tavolo. Put the glasses on the table. Metti i bicchieri sul tavolo. Put the glasses on the table. One last example. Cancella la frase dalla lavagna. Erase the sentence from the board. Cancella la frase dalla lavagna. Erase the sentence from the board. Now you know how to ask someone to do something in Italian, and you can move on to the practice. A presto!
Trying to learn Italian but still can't speak? That's because you're missing one of 3 crucial steps. These are 3 steps to mastering and speaking Italian with confidence. And that's how you learn at Italian Pod 101. You learn with quick conversation lessons by real teachers. You get to practice what you've learned, and you get tested for total mastery. So sign up for your free lifetime account at Italian Pod 101. Click the link in the description.
Practice. Do you know how to talk about future actions in Italian? You learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Felice, and this is 3-Step Italian by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you learn how to talk about future actions in Italian through a quick conversation. Practice. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they ask about the topic and how the other person responds. Grazie per il pranzo, è tutto buonissimo. Prego. Isabella, cosa farai quest'estate? Visiterò Nizza con alcuni amici. Oh, vai al mare. Non vai a cercare lavoro? No, seguirò dei corsi estivi lì. Non dimenticare il costume da bagno. Penso che l'estate sarà calda. Let's break it down. Grazie per il pranzo, è tutto buonissimo. Thank you for the lunch, everything is so good. After that is the focus statement. Let's take a look at its elements. Prego, Isabella, cosa farai quest'estate? You are welcome. Isabella, what are you going to do this summer? First is the word prego, meaning you are welcome. Prego. Prego. Next is the name Isabella. This is simply the person's name being addressed. Isabella. Isabella. After this is the question phrase cosa farai, meaning what are you going to do? First in this phrase is cosa, meaning what. Cosa. Cosa. Next is the verb farai, which comes from the verb fare, meaning to do. Farai. Farai. Last is quest'estate, meaning this summer. Quest'estate. Quest'estate. Together, it's prego, Isabella, cosa farai quest'estate? You are welcome. Isabella, what are you going to do this summer? Visiterò Nizza con alcuni amici. I will visit Nice with some friends. Oh, vai al mare. Non vai a cercare lavoro? Oh, you are going to the beach? Aren't you going to look for a job? No, seguirò dei corsi estivi lì. No, I'll take some summer classes there. Non dimenticare il costume da bagno. Penso che l'estate sarà calda. Don't forget your swimming suits. I think the summer will be hot. Practice. Let's look at the sentence pattern. But first, let's get familiar with simple future conjugations. In Italian, this is how you form the futuro semplice, or simple future tense. The future tense endings are o, ai, a, emo, ete, anno. For regular are, ere, and ire verbs, drop the final e from the infinitive and add the ending. Only with are verbs, you also change the a to e before adding the ending. Now let's see the pattern that all of our example will follow. Subject plus verb in the future tense plus complement. Let's take a look at the subject first. In Italian, the subject is often implied through the verb ending. If needed for clarity or emphasize, the subject can also be stated explicitly, like adding a personal pronoun like tu, you, or a name. Next is the verb in the future tense. Last is the complement, which tells us more about the action. Let's see how a line from the dialogue follows this pattern. Isabella, cosa farai quest'estate? Isabella, what are you going to do this summer? In this sentence, Isabella functions as a vocative, the person being spoken to. The actual grammatical subject, tu, is implied. Farai is the future tense form of the verb fare, meaning to do or to make. It's the second person singular form with the I ending. So it tells us, you will do. Quest'estate is the complement, meaning this summer. In this phrase, questa means this, and estate means summer. Together, they tell us when the action will take place. So, Isabella, cosa farai quest'estate? Translated to, Isabella, what are you going to do this summer? Now you can use this structure, subject plus verb in the future tense plus complement to talk about your future plans in Italian. Let's see a few more simple future examples. Parlare becomes parlerai. You will talk. Prendere becomes prenderai. You will take. Dormire becomes dormirai. You will sleep. You will hear these forms a lot when talking about plans or intentions. Now, you can use this structure to talk about things you will do in the future in Italian. Practice. In Italian, irregular verbs in the futuro semplice don't follow the regular conjugation pattern used for are, ere, or ire verbs. While regular verbs drop final e and follow a clear pattern, irregular verbs use altered stems, but they still take the same future tense endings o, ai, a, emo, ete, anno. For example, instead of using the full infinitive, andare becomes andr, and you get andrai for you will go. Avere turns into avr. So, avrai means you will have. Essere becomes sar, leading to sarai. You will be. And fare becomes far. So, farai means you will do or make. These irregular stems often don't look like the infinitive form at all, which is why it's important to memorize them early. They are used frequently in the everyday speech, so you will hear them often. Practice. Now, let's look at some speaking examples. Io studierò domani mattina. I will study tomorrow morning. Can you see how the pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Here, io is the subject. Even though it is not always required in Italian, Because the verb ending shows who is the subject is, it appears here for emphasis and clarity. It tells us who will do the action. Studierò is the verb in the future tense. It's the first person singular form of the verb studiare, meaning to study. The o ending shows it's in the future tense and that the subject is I. This tells us what the speaker will do. Domani mattina is the complement. It means tomorrow morning, and it tells us when the action will happen. So that is how io studierò domani mattina fits the pattern subject, verb in the future tense, complement. Here's another example. Noi mangeremo pizza stasera. We will eat pizza tonight. Noi mangeremo pizza stasera. We will eat pizza tonight. Let's try one more. Marco visiterà Roma in estate. Marco will visit Rome in the summer. Marco visiterà Roma in estate. Marco will visit Rome in the summer. Another one. Preparerò la torta per te domani. I will make the cake for you tomorrow. Preparerò la torta per te domani. I will make the cake for you tomorrow. One last example with an irregular verb. Luca sarà a casa domani. Luca will be home tomorrow. In this sentence, sarà is the irregular future form of the verb essere, to be. Luca sarà a casa domani. Luca will be home tomorrow. Practice. Now you know how to talk about future actions in Italian, and you can move on to the practice. A presto!
Trying to learn Italian but still can't speak? That's because you're missing one of 3 crucial steps. These are 3 steps to mastering and speaking Italian with confidence. And that's how you learn at Italian Pod 101. You learn with quick conversation lessons by real teachers. You get to practice what you've learned, and you get tested for total mastery. So sign up for your free lifetime account at Italian Pod 101. Click the link in the description.
Do you know how to talk about health problems in Italian? Welcome to 3-Step Italian Practice by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you will practice how to talk about health problems. Let's look at the main dialogue. 2 people are having a conversation. Adam, non hai un bel aspetto. Stai male? Adam, you don't look well. Are you sick? Ho mal di testa. Ho anche mal di stomaco. I have a headache. I also have a stomachache. In this conversation, this character says that he has a headache. And that he has a stomachache too. You can use the pattern avere mal di plus body part to talk about pain in internal or general part of the body, and avere male a plus body part when referring to pain in external or visible parts of the body. Let's practice with more body part vocabulary in this lesson. Here is a list of topic words. First is stomaco, stomaco, stomaco. Gamba, gamba, gamba. Occhio, occhio, occhio. Naso, naso, naso. Braccio, braccio, braccio. Do you know what stomaco means? Stomach. How about gamba? Leg. And occhio? Eye. And what about naso? Nose. And braccio. Arm. Let's do some multiple choice. Circle the correct answer. What does occhio mean? Eye. Ear is orecchio. Circle the correct answer. What does naso mean? Nose. Mouth is bocca. One more. Circle the correct answer. What does gamba mean? Leg. Foot is piede. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? What are they saying? Ho male a un. Ho male a un. Braccio. Braccio. Ho male a un braccio. Ho male a un braccio. I have a sore arm. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? What are they saying? Ho male a un. Ho male a un. Occhio. Occhio. Ho male a un occhio. Ho male a un occhio. I have a sore eye. Let's do some true or false question now. True or false? Naso means nose. True. Naso means nose. One more. True or false? Stomaco means mouth. False. Stomaco means stomach. Stomaco. Mouth is bocca. Bocca. Let's do some listening practice. Listen to me as I speak. Which word am I saying? Ho mal di stomaco. Did you hear the right fixed expression? Let's listen one more time. Ho mal di stomaco. Mal di stomaco. Mal di stomaco. Mal di means ache of, and it is used when expressing internal pain. Ho mal di stomaco. I have a stomachache. Listen to me as I speak. What am I saying? Ho male a un piede. Did you hear the right preposition? Let's listen one more time. Ho male a un piede. Male a un piede. Male a un piede. Male a also means ache of, but it's used when expressing pain in visible parts of the body. Ho male a un piede. I have a sore foot. Let's listen as I speak. What is the body part in the sentence? Ho male al naso. Let's listen one more time. Ho male al naso. Do you hear naso? Naso means nose. Ho male al naso. My nose hurts. How about ho male a un occhio? Let's listen one more time. Ho male a un occhio. Did you hear occhio? Occhio means eye. Ho male a un occhio. I have a sore eye. Next. Ho male a una gamba. One more time. Ho male a una gamba. Did you hear gamba? Gamba means leg. Ho male a una gamba. I have a sore leg. Next. Ho male a un braccio. One more time. Ho male a un braccio. Did you hear braccio? Braccio means arm. Ho male a un braccio. I have a sore arm. And ho mal di stomaco. One more time. Ho mal di stomaco. Did you hear stomaco? Stomaco means stomach. Ho mal di stomaco. I have a stomachache. Now you know how to talk about health problems in Italian. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway on ItalianPod101.com. A presto!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Italian ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to ask someone to do something in Italian? Welcome to 3-Step Italian Practice by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you'll practice using verbs in the informal imperative form. Let's look at the main dialogue. Two people are having a conversation. Fatto! Done! Lava le melanzane. Wash the eggplants. Lava le melanzane. Lava. In lava le melanzane, lava is the imperative form of lavare, meaning to wash. It is formed using specific verb endings, and the subject pronoun is omitted. Let's look at how to form the informal imperative based on the verb type. Italian verbs are grouped by their infinitive endings, are, ere, and ire. Each group has a different pattern for forming the imperative in the to form, which is used for giving commands or instruction to one person informally. For other verbs, like parlare, to speak, the are ending is dropped and replaced with a. So parlare becomes parla, speak. For ere verbs, like scrivere, to write, the ere ending is dropped and replace with I. So, scrivere becomes scrivi. Right. For ire verbs like dormire, to sleep, the ire ending is dropped and also replaced with I. So, dormire becomes dormi. Sleep. These endings help learners predict the correct form of most regular verbs when giving informal commands. Let's practice using these imperative verbs during this lesson. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? La finestra, per favore. La finestra, per favore. Chiudi. Chiudi. Chiudi la finestra, per favore. Chiudi la finestra, per favore. Close the window, please. We use chiudi in this sentence because chiudere is a regular ere verb, and in the informal imperative, ere verbs take the I ending in the to form. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Attenzione in classe! Attenzione in classe! Fai! Fai! Fai attenzione in classe! Fai attenzione in classe! Pay attention in class. We use fai in this sentence because fare is an irregular verb and its informal to imperative form is fai. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Via le tue cose. Via le tue cose. Metti. Metti. Metti via le tue cose. Metti via le tue cose. Put your things away. We use metti in this sentence because mettere is a regular ere verb and in the to imperative it takes the I ending. Unscramble the words to make a sentence. Ready? Comincia. Comincia a. Comincia a scrivere. Comincia a scrivere I. Comincia a scrivere I compiti. Start writing the homework. Comincia a scrivere I compiti. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Finisco or finisci I compiti adesso. Finisco or finisci I compiti adesso. Finisci. Finisci. Finisci I compiti adesso. Finish your homework now. Finisci is used here because it's the second person singular imperative form of the verb finire, used to give a direct command to one person. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Vai or vado al parco. Vai or vado al parco. Vai. Vai. Vai al parco. Go to the park. vai is used here because it's the imperative form of the verb andare, which is used to tell someone where to go. Let's translate some sentences into Italian. Translate call me Bruno into Italian. Chiamami. Call me. Chiamami itself breaks down into chiama, call, followed by mi, the object pronoun for me. Next, Bruno. Bruno, the name being used. Chiamami is used here because the speaker is giving a direct instruction using the informal imperative with an attached pronoun. Chiamami Bruno. Chiamami Bruno. Call me Bruno. Translate it more slowly into Italian. Mangia. It, followed by più, more. Next, lentamente, slowly. Mangia is used here because it is the to form of the imperative, which is used to tell someone directly to eat. Mangia più lentamente. Mangia più lentamente. Eat more slowly. Translate, open the window, please, into Italian. Apri, the imperative form of the verb aprire, meaning open, followed by la finestra, the window. Next, per favore. Per favore meaning please. Apri is used here because it's the second person singular informal imperative form of the verb aprire, meaning to open. Apri la finestra, per favore. Apri la finestra, per favore. Open the window, please. Listen to me as I speak. Which verb in the imperative form do you hear? Fai attenzione in classe. Let's listen one more time. Fai attenzione in classe. Did you hear fai? Fai is the imperative to form of the irregular verb fare, used here to tell someone to pay attention. Fai. How about metti via le tue cose? Let's listen one more time. Metti via le tue cose. Did you hear metti? Metti is the imperative to form of mettere, meaning put. It's used here to tell someone to put their things away. Metti. Next. Vai al parco. One more time. Vai al parco. Did you hear? Vai. Vai is the imperative to form of the irregular verb andare, meaning go. It's used here to give a direct command or suggestion to someone to go somewhere. Vai. And apri la finestra, per favore. One more time. Apri la finestra, per favore. Did you hear? Apri. Apri is the imperative true form of the irregular verb aprire, meaning open. It's used here to give a direct command to someone, telling them to open something like a window or a door. Apri. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to ask someone to do something in Italian. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway. A presto!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Italian ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to talk about future actions in Italian? Welcome to 3-Step Italian Practice by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you will practice the simple future tense. Let's look at the main dialogue. Two people are having a conversation. Grazie per il pranzo, è tutto buonissimo. Thank you for the lunch, everything is so good. Prego, Isabella, cosa farai quest'estate? You are welcome. Isabella, what are you going to do this summer? Cosa farai quest'estate? Farai. Let's look at how the simple future tense works in Italian. This is called the futuro semplice, or simple future. It's used to talk about something that will happen. To form it, we use a special set of future tense endings. Ho, hai, ha, emo, ete, hanno. For regular are, ere, and ire verbs, drop the final e from the infinitive and then add the ending. For are verbs, also change the a to e before attaching the ending. For example, parlare becomes parlerai. You will talk. Prendere becomes prenderai. You will take. Dormire becomes dormirai. You will sleep. Some verbs are irregular, meaning they don't follow the regular patterns. Instead, they use a special stem in the future tense, but still take the same endings. For example, avere becomes avr. So, avrai means you will have. Essere becomes sar, leading to sarai. You will be. Now, let's try using some of these forms in full sentences. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Remember, we are practicing the simple future tense. Ready? A Roma la settimana prossima. A Roma la settimana prossima. Andrò. Andrò. Andrò a Roma la settimana prossima. Andrò a Roma la settimana prossima. I will go to Rome next week. We use andrò in the sentence because it's the simple future tense of andare, meaning to go. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Remember, we are practicing the simple future tense. Ready? Penso che caldo. Penso che caldo. Farà. Farà. Penso che farà caldo. Penso che farà caldo. I think it will be hot. We use farà in this sentence because it's the simple future tense of fare, meaning to do or to make, and it's often used to describe weather. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Remember, we are practicing the simple future tense. Ready? Pronto tra 30 minuti. Pronto tra 30 minuti. Sarà. Sarà. Sarà pronto tra 30 minuti. Sarà pronto tra 30 minuti. It will be ready in 30 minutes. We use sarà in this sentence because it is the future tense of essere, meaning to be. Unscramble the words to make a sentence. Ready? Mangerò. Mangerò una. Mangerò una pizza. Mangerò una pizza stasera. I will eat a pizza tonight. Mangerò una pizza stasera. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Remember, we are practicing the simple future tense. Ready? Domani Giovanni prendeva or prenderà il treno alle 8. Domani Giovanni prendeva or prenderà il treno alle 8. Prenderà. Prenderà. Domani Giovanni prenderà il treno alle 8. Tomorrow Giovanni will take the train at 8 o'clock. Prenderà is used here because it's the future tense of prendere, and it's used to express a future event. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Sabato prossimo visiteremo or visitavamo il museo. Sabato prossimo visiteremo or visitavamo il museo. Visiteremo. Visiteremo. Sabato prossimo visiteremo il museo. Next Saturday we will visit the museum. We use visiteremo in this sentence because the subject is we and the action is planned for the future. Let's translate some sentences into Italian. Translate: Rosa will buy a new book. Into Italian. Rosa, the subject, followed by comprerà, the future tense of the verb comprare, meaning will buy. Next, un libro nuovo, meaning a new book. We use comprerà in this sentence because Rosa is the third-person subject performing the action in the future. Buying something is a planned future action, which is why the future tense is needed. Rosa comprerà un libro nuovo. Rosa comprerà un libro nuovo. Rosa will buy a new book. Translate: My friends will play soccer after school. Into Italian. I miei amici, the subject, meaning my friends, followed by giocheranno, the future tense of the verb giocare, meaning will play. Next. A calcio, meaning soccer, literally at soccer. Followed by dopo la scuola, meaning after school. We use giocheranno in this sentence because the subject is plural and the action is in the future. Playing soccer is a future activity that will happen dopo la scuola, after school. I miei amici giocheranno a calcio dopo la scuola. I miei amici giocheranno a calcio dopo la scuola. My friends will play soccer after school. Translate: You will see this movie tomorrow into Italian. Vedrai, the future tense of the verb vedere, meaning you will see, followed by questo film, meaning this movie. Next. Domani, meaning tomorrow. We use vedrai in this sentence because the subject is you, informal, and the action is in the future. Seeing something domani, tomorrow, makes this a future event, so the future tense is appropriate. Vedrai questo film domani. Vedrai questo film domani. You will see this movie tomorrow. Listen to me as I speak. Which verb in the future tense do you hear in the sentence? Penso che farà caldo. Let's listen one more time. Penso che farà caldo. Did you hear farà? Farà, from the irregular verb fare, meaning to do, make, is used here in the simple future tense. It shows that the speaker is talking about something that will happen, in this case, that it will be hot. How about mangerò una pizza stasera? Let's listen one more time. Mangerò una pizza stasera. Did you hear mangerò? Mangerò, from the irregular are verb mangiare, meaning to eat, in the future tense. It shows that the speaker is talking about a future action, eating a pizza tonight. Next. Sabato prossimo visiteremo il museo. One more time. Sabato prossimo visiteremo il museo. Did you hear? Visiteremo. Visiteremo. From the irregular are verb visitare, meaning to visit, is in the future tense, conjugated for noi. It tells us the action will happen in the future, visiting the museum next Saturday. And i miei amici giocheranno a calcio dopo la scuola. One more time. I miei amici giocheranno a calcio dopo la scuola. Did you hear? Giocheranno? Giocheranno from the regular are verb giocare, meaning to play, is in the future tense, conjugated for loro. It shows that friends play soccer after school. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to talk about future actions in Italian. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway. A presto! Are you ready to learn 5 new Italian words? This week's topic is travel and fitness. And there'll be a quiz at the end to test you on the words. So let's go! Avere bisogno. Avere bisogno. Hai bisogno di studiare. Hai bisogno di studiare. Per l'esame hai bisogno di studiare molto. Per l'esame hai bisogno di studiare molto. Per l'esame hai bisogno di studiare molto. Va bene, ma posso almeno fare una pausa per il gelato? Let's review. Say need. Avere bisogno. Avere bisogno. Say you need to study. Hai bisogno di studiare. Hai bisogno di studiare. Say for the exam you need to study a lot. Per l'esame hai bisogno di studiare molto. Per l'esame hai bisogno di studiare molto. Bagaglio. Bagaglio. Il mio bagaglio. Il mio bagaglio. Hai visto il mio bagaglio? Hai visto il mio bagaglio? Guido, hai visto il mio bagaglio? Non lo trovo. Sì, è proprio lì davanti a te. Let's review. Say luggage. Bagaglio. Bagaglio. Say my luggage. Il mio bagaglio. Il mio bagaglio. Say, have you seen my luggage? Hai visto il mio bagaglio? Hai visto il mio bagaglio? Chiuso. Chiuso. Chiuso oggi. Chiuso oggi. Il negozio di elettronica è chiuso oggi. Il negozio di elettronica è chiuso oggi. Il negozio di elettronica è chiuso oggi. Oh, davvero? E adesso dove trovo un nuovo telefono? Let's review. Say closed. Chiuso. Chiuso. Say closed today. Chiuso oggi. Chiuso oggi. Say the electronic store is closed today. Il negozio di elettronica è chiuso oggi. Il negozio di elettronica è chiuso oggi. Piano, piano. Al terzo piano. Al terzo piano. È al terzo piano. È al terzo piano. Sai a che piano è la sala conferenze? Sì, Tom, è al terzo piano. Non ti perdere. Let's review. Say floor. Piano. Piano. Say on the third floor. Al terzo piano. Al terzo piano. Say it's on the third floor. È al terzo piano. È al terzo piano. Palestra. Palestra. Andare in palestra. Andare in palestra. Ho iniziato ad andare in palestra ogni mattina. Ho iniziato ad andare in palestra ogni mattina. Sai, ho iniziato ad andare in palestra ogni mattina. Davvero? Non sembri un tipo da palestra. Let's review. Say gym. Palestra. Palestra. Say going to the gym. Andare in palestra. Andare in palestra. Say I started going to the gym every morning. Ho iniziato ad andare in palestra ogni mattina. Ho iniziato ad andare in palestra ogni mattina. Now, let's see how well you remember these words. Ready?
Avere bisogno. Luggage. Chiuso. Floor. Palestra.
Great job! Follow Italian Pod 101 for more Italian lessons. Are you ready to learn 5 new Italian words? This week's topic is social gatherings. And there'll be a quiz at the end to test you on the words. So, let's go! Incontrare. Incontrare. Incontrare Paolo. Incontrare Paolo. Vuoi incontrare Paolo? Vuoi incontrare Paolo? Vuoi incontrare Paolo domani? Sì, ma perché sei così interessata? Let's review. Say meet. Incontrare. Incontrare. Say, meet Paolo. Incontrare Paolo. Incontrare Paolo. Say, do you want to meet Paolo? Vuoi incontrare Paolo? Vuoi incontrare Paolo? Festa. Festa. Festa di sabato. Festa di sabato. Hai sentito della festa di sabato? Hai sentito della festa di sabato? Hai sentito della festa di sabato? Sì, dimmi che ci sarà anche la torta. Let's review. Say, party. Festa. Festa. Say, party on Saturday. Festa di sabato. Festa di sabato. Say, did you hear about the party on Saturday? Hai sentito della festa di sabato? Hai sentito della festa di sabato? Fronte. Fronte. Di fronte. Di fronte. Perché hai messo il cartello di fronte alla porta? Perché hai messo il cartello di fronte alla porta? Perché hai messo il cartello di fronte alla porta? Così nessuno può dire che non l'ha visto. Let's review. Say, front. Fronte. Fronte. Say, in front. Di fronte. Di fronte. Say, why did you put the sign in front of the door? Perché hai messo il cartello di fronte alla porta? Perché hai messo il cartello di fronte alla porta? Pranzo. Pranzo. Andiamo a pranzo. Andiamo a pranzo. Dove andiamo a pranzo oggi? Dove andiamo a pranzo oggi? Dove andiamo a pranzo oggi? Ovunque, se c'è un dolce alla fine. Let's review. Say lunch. Pranzo. Pranzo. Say going for lunch. Andiamo a pranzo. Andiamo a pranzo. Say, where are we going for lunch today? Dove andiamo a pranzo oggi? Dove andiamo a pranzo oggi? Pasticceria. Pasticceria. Nuova pasticceria. Nuova pasticceria. Hai provato la nuova pasticceria in centro? Hai provato la nuova pasticceria in centro? Hai provato la nuova pasticceria in centro? No, non ancora. È davvero così buona? Let's review. Say pastry shop. Pasticceria. Pasticceria. Say new pastry shop. Nuova pasticceria. Nuova pasticceria. Say, have you tried the new pastry shop downtown? Hai provato la nuova pasticceria in centro? Hai provato la nuova pasticceria in centro? Now, let's see how well you remember these words. Ready?
Incontrare.
Party.
Fronte.
Lunch.
Pasticceria.
Great job! Follow Italian Pod 101 for more Italian lessons.
Access your free language gifts right now before they expire. First up, the 50 most common verbs worksheet. If you're still blanking on simple verbs like to go, to want, or to have, this worksheet is for you. You'll master the most used verbs with the exercises inside. Second, the summer season writing workbook. With this printable PDF, you'll learn all the must-know summer words and phrases, and you'll be able to practice writing them out as well. Download it for free right now. Third, the essential summer vocabulary list. If you can't say summer is hot in your target language, that's a problem. That's why this 1-minute lesson will teach you the must-know summer words. Fourth, want to speak like a native speaker, or at least come close? Of course you do. And this 1-minute lesson reveals all the high-level learning strategies that will get you speaking with confidence. And last but not least, most language apps teach you the slow way by just teaching you words. But this one teaches you faster through actual everyday conversations. With innovative language learning, you listen to real conversations between real native speakers and then get everything explained, so you can pick up the language fast. Download it for free on Android, iPhone, and iPad. To get your free gifts of the month, click the link in the description below. And download them now before they expire. Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.